If you want to generate more leads and have more meaningful conversations with ideal clients, then what I'm about to share with you can really help. Hi, it's Michael Zapersky from consultingsuccess.com, and I recently got a question from a consultant asking, can I just use email in my business, or do I have to also be using the phone? And I understand the question because, and resonate with it, because a lot of people are uncomfortable with making phone calls. The idea of cold calling is not comfortable for them. You might feel the same, right? But here's what I shared with them. You can just use email if you want. You can also just use LinkedIn if you want. But the reality is that if you want to create more opportunities, if you want to see a higher level of response, if you want to generate more leads that lead to more meaningful conversations, that lead to more business, then it's important to not only get in front of your ideal clients consistently over a longer period of time, but getting in front of your ideal clients using different channels and different mediums. And the reason that's critical is because some people will respond better to a phone call, some people will respond better to emails, some people will respond better to text messages and so forth, right? Some people are inundated with emails. And so when you're sending a lot of emails, your emails are just getting lost. Whereas if you pick up the phone and you call them, and keep in mind that the vast majority of people that you call, they're not gonna actually even pick up the phone, right? You're gonna go to their voicemail, you leave a voicemail message and you then follow up afterwards. So getting in front of people in different formats, different mediums, different channels allows you to hit or kind of get in front to make that touch point in a way that increases your chances of success. I know what holds a lot of people back from making phone calls is this idea of maybe some objections and rejection, and you don't want to intrude on people. But here's the reality. If you are truly targeting an ideal client, right, they have a problem that they're currently facing or they want to achieve something, and if you can help them to do that, if you can add value, in your mind you might be concerned that it's an intrusion. And sure, you're interrupting them by making a call, but they will be happy to hear from you if you really can add value. And if you can't, or if they're fine and they don't need what you're currently offering, they'll let you know, and that's okay. You move on to the next opportunity, to the next person that you can add value to and serve. But you have a responsibility, if you truly are committed to serve at the highest level, to let people know that you can help them. And let them know what you've done for others and how you see that you could create greater value and results for them in the area that they're looking to do so. So getting in front of those people, in your mind, yes, might be an intrusion, might be something that you're concerned about, but the reality is that when you start to do this, what you will see is that people will actually be receptive if they are an ideal client. They will appreciate that not only did you get in front of them by making a call, but also continuing to try and get in front of them over and over, because you're not going to, in most cases, pick up the phone, call someone, or send one email to someone and instantly set up a meeting. Yes, it can happen, but in many cases it requires follow-up, and not follow-up once or twice, but follow-up 5, 6, 7, 8 times and beyond. So if you're currently just relying on email or just LinkedIn or something else, think about adding in the phone. Think about making some calls. Think about leaving some messages. Think about following up after that. When you do it, you will start to see that your pipeline, in my own experience, in my observation of working with hundreds of consulting clients, this is what happens. When you add in the phone, your response increases, and so too will your business.